The truly sets us free. With the light that leads the blind to see. Voice of the word, voice for the good, voice of the hope, voice of the voice of the word, TV.
VWTV, ang telebisyon nga may misyon.
Voice of the world, TV.
Celebration of the 500 years of Christianity that the Spaniards brought to our islands 500 years ago. Yan na, karoy ko i-share ha iyon isa na akong nabasa ng maupay na article on leadership by serving. No? Actually, at sinisring servant leaders. Servant leaders. Ano ito sa servant leader? Maupay yung topic, maupay pag-iristoryahan. Kay ikamatuuran kada usaha aton is a leader. No, is a leader. And leader does not only mean nga yada ka, ikaw at namumuno, ikaw at nagmamando, ikaw at sikat, ikaw at tinitingala, no? A leader is iba-iba nga klase, iba-iba nga itsura, leadership. A leader can also be someone behind kahit nagduduso iyang mga tao para magpadayon, magpasigi, diri pamutlawon, diri mawaraan in paglaom. That's also a leader. A leader can also be beside you, holding your hand. Kung nagmaluya ka na, paro ka na matutumba, kakaptang kaniya, ngan bubuligan kaniya, bumakdaw. So that's what I'm saying, no? That a leader is not always someone in front. A leader can be someone beside you, helping you, lifting you up when you feel down, and walking with you in this journey. Or he can also be behind, diriya kinikita, diriya it prente, diriya it center of attention, pero dakot iabulig kay iginduduso kaniya ngin paruhin na-give up ka na, paruhin maray na ning paglaom, you want to give up, but the leader behind will push you and encourage you and motivate you nga kaya itnim, sige, ipadayon, yaadi akit imluyo, di ta ikaw pababayan, bubuligan ta ikaw, igduduso ta ikaw, kung kinahanglan hin push, I will give you that push so that you achieve your goal, your dreams, and you become the person that you are meant to be, the leader that you are meant to be. So the different phases of leadership, I actually learned that in Harvard Kennedy School. No? Kay Harvard Kennedy School is big on leadership. So usain han mga igintutut doon nila nga iba-iba nga klase hin leaders. Pero din interesado liwat kita hibaruan ito nga tinatawag naton servant leader. No, leading by serving, and then serving by leading. It works both ways eh. When you serve, you lead, and when you lead, you serve. Di ba? Reversible hiya, pero hinbado nga pwede nim igsulot, paluyo-luyo. That's what a servant leader is. To put it in a simplistic term, pero very meaningful, very deep, very profound, no? So siring ni in teachings ni Saint Josemaria Escriva, as I've been telling you, he's one of my favorite saints, the saint of the ordinary, the founder of Opus Dei. Sabi niya that leadership is always understood and exercised as service. Service, no? Pagbulig, pagserbisyo, hit imikasitawo, hit iba, labi na hit mga magluya, labi na hit waray tingog, labi na hit yan hit laylayan. With the desire, no, you serve with the desire to contribute to building a common project for the benefit of all. No, that's what a leader does, a servant leader does. Nagbubuhat hiya yung mga aksyon, pagbulig iti ang kasitawo para hit kaupayan hit nga tanan, para hit kaupayan hit nga tanan. And that's the difference, no, between a servant leader and a selfish leader. No, a selfish leader nagmamando, na sugo, he commands, he orders people around, he throws his weight around, he bosses everyone around para lahit iya kaupayan, hit iya selfish interest, hit iya personal ambitions, no? Personal ambitions. So that's the difference between a servant leader who works, who leads, who serves for the benefit of all, and a selfish leader who bosses, who commands, who orders everyone, throws his weight around for his personal benefit. For his personal benefit. Unfortunately, damo itat mga ehemplo, no? Hin mga damo itat nakikita hin mga leaders, no? Nga para lahat ira kalugaringon itira ginhuna-hunaan. And we will try to change that, no, by starting with ourselves. Kung ta pagbaguhon ta iton nga klasehin leadership in pamunuan, but we start with ourselves. We start tikangita din hit atong kalugaringon nga hikita mabulig magsiserbi hit aton ikasitawo. And then a leader is not just a person who plays a certain role in a team. He or she wants to improve the world. That's what a leader does. Act quickly and quickly realizes that it is best to start with the immediate environment, no? So it is nga servant leader, realistic hiya. Karuyag niya pagbaguhon it kalibutan. Pero tinitikangan niya, as I said, hit iya kalugaringon. Ngahin, mga tao nga aada hit iya paligid, no? Of course, para haakon the immediate people around me, my family, di ba? So you get them to also become servant leaders. Para burublig ka mo, pagbag-ohon it kalibutan, pagpakaupayon it kalibutan. And how does one do that, no? Saring ni Saint Josemaria, in order to be useful, serve. Kung karayagnim, maging useful ka, mahigamitan ka, pagserbisyo. Bulig, hitim ikasitawo. And he advised, no? So the aspiration to lead by serving implies two challenges. Duduha nga challenges that our formation can help us confront, no? Developing a more relational vision of our work, of our own work, both in the sense of working with others, starting with God, and from and for others, and the effort to cultivate human virtues, wanting to improve oneself in order to not to seek self-perfection, but to give oneself to others, and to be competent, para may kakayahan, no? Pagbulig it aton ikasitawo. So, very important. Let me discuss this. Sabi ni Saint Josemaria, duha nga challenges, no? It aton aatubangon hini if we want to become a servant leader. Una is to develop a more relational vision of our work, both in the sense of working with others, starting with God, and from and for others. O sa inyo nahibaruan, no? And this is very powerful and very liberating, that we don't have to do things on our own by ourselves. we can actually start doing things, or yes, we can do things, and we should do things with God as our partner. Do we make God our partner in the things that we do? Usually, oftentimes we do not, di ba? Iginbubulig tabit atong Ginoo dinhit at mga buruhaton, kalibutan, hitat pamilya, hitat trabahuan, hitat opisina, hitatong komunidad. No, we rely on ourselves and our own strengths and our own talents, on our own intelligence. Kasi kaya ko to, ako la, di ko na kinahanglan ni Lord. Or maybe because we're not aware. It's not because we don't want God to be our partner. We are just not aware. Di kita aware or maaram nga pwede tanghayan himuon nga partner it atong Ginoo dinhit at mga buruhaton. This was when I learned about this, nasaring ang padi nga nag-advise sa akon nga don't do things on your own. Kay permi at na-frustrate. Sabi ko, Father, I try naman nga mabuhat ini, pero I fail most of the time. Dani ko nabubuhat, sorry, may sipon pa. Dani ko nabubuhat, pero most of the time, pero hindi ko kaya. Sige la, nabalik ak nga nga duhan ak old ways, and then diri ko nabubuhat anak angay pagbuhaton, and then asing hiya ayaw pag-usaan, pagbuhat hini pagbago, pagpakaupay, pagbulig itimig kasi tao, pagserbisyo, asing hiya igupod itatong Ginoo. Igupod itatong Ginoo until such time, no, this is very, very beautiful, until such time that He's the one doing the things through you. Instrumento ka nala talaga. Ngay hiya nga tahiya at nagbubuhat hini nga mag-upay nga mga buruhaton, pinaagi haimo. I hope that you see, no, the beauty of that learning, that instruction, that advice nga I would like to share with you nga hinatag haakon. Yan usa nga padi when I went for spiritual direction, no? After confession, I would go to spiritual direction sometimes, not all the time. And then that's the advice that he gave me. Wow. And then in atong Ginoo has ring come to me, all of you who are burdened. Makita nga mga pinanmumutlaw, duo kita haiya, because He will make all things beautiful and He will make things happen. And true enough, no? Mas mamaupay, mas nabubuhat ta itat mga angay buhaton kung napabulig kita haiya. And then we make Him as our partner. And you try it. Make God your partner in everything that you do. And you'll be amazed at the result, no? Mas nabubuhat ta itat mga angay buhaton, and magaan, diri mabugat, no? Diri kita na stress, diri kita kinukurian, binubutlaw, darakay may ada na bulig haaton. And then siguro yung i-goal natin, yung dumatong nga dahil panahon nga it's God doing the things through us. Mga instrumento na kita niya. Kay hiya it nagbubuhat. Pinaagi aton dara kay right now God is a spirit, no? He would need a human body, a physical body, no? To talk to someone, to comfort a person who is sad, to help someone nga igin mamakuri. He will need, no, hands and feet and mouth para mabuhat niya. And that's hikita iton, no? It aton ipagamit haiya para pagsumatin magupay nga mga susmatanon, no? To comfort someone who is sad, who is sick. Pagbulig, pagbuhat, gamiton tatat mga kamot, pagbulig, pagbuhat, hinusa nga tawo nga natumba, pagbulig, hitaton ikasitawo, ngayon aton mga siki pagpitad, dumuok, di rela kita naghihinulat nga duokon kita, pero naglalakat kita, nanunuray kita, hin mga tawo nga bubuligan naton. So that's concretely, no, that's what it means to be an instrument of God, to be an instrument of God. And then so we work with God and from and for others, no? Why yung we call this rectitude of intention, para kang kanay, para kay ano nga nabulig kita aton ikasi tao, daraba para maging popular kita, para maging sikat kita, para maging gamhanan kita, para may nirauta nga kaburuton haaton. We see this unfortunately, no, in many politicians. Dire mabulig girahaem pero may ginhuhulat nga value nga babalikan kanira labi na in election time, mga sugad bahiton na butos ka didiham kay binuligan ka nam, pinautang ka nam, pinapangalayon ka namon o imo anak o imo I don't know, relative, yung mga ganon, no? As if naman ira itrabahoan, syempre di maitira kanan gobyerno man iton para hitawo, di kang hitawo para hitawo ngadto hitawo. So that's the way to understand these things, no? Pero as I said, if kung ito sa nga leader, diri iya servant leader, selfish leader hiya, salit he does the things, no, nabulig iya sa tawo para may niya makuha in return, para iya kalugaringon, iya selfish interest, no? So kunta mabago ta iton nga mga paagip hin pag leader, but we have to start with ourselves, no? Tikangita hitatong kalugaringon, tikangita hitatong kalugaringon, and then the others challenge hini to be a good servant leader is to cultivate the human virtues, no? Amo it nga pinili ko dinit aton episode, dinit aton programa in mga virtues, to talk about the virtues, no? Last time we talked about the virtue of thanksgiving, having a grateful heart, hibaruhin pagpasalamat it atong Ginoo for everything, because everything is good. Everything is good for those who love God. As maasarin ni St. Paul, omnia in bonum, everything works for the good for those who love God. Salit nagpapasalamat kita atong Ginoo para nga tanan, para nga tanan. And then, so this time, yan na itaton episode, it aton ginirestoryahan, it pagserbi it aton ikasitawo, pagbulig it aton ikasitawo, paging mabinuligon, generous, not only with money, but with our service, with our time, with our effort, para makapag serbisyo kita aton ikasitawo, para makabulig kita it aton ikasitawo. So, but you have to be competent, you have to develop and cultivate the human virtues, no? Of kindness, of hard work, industriousness, of generosity, of magnanimity, no? Kadamo nga mga virtues nga aton i-cultivate, i-develop. Virtue of being selfless, no? Yun nga, selfless. And then, what other virtues do we develop, no? Kindness, understanding, you know, it goes to the small things, iti nga understanding, no? Danay kita nasisina, dinahit aton trabaho, or hit aton community, kay we become impatient, na aaringit kita, in mga tao nga, para aton, ako, kamahinahin umintindi, kamahinay magtrabaho, di maara magtrabaho. But to be honest, no, that irritates me, that annoys me. When I go to a government agency and they don't do their job well, it's not nice, no? Pinabalik-balik ka, sagad hiton, pero hindi ira maaram, it ira mga buruhaton, ira pagbubuhaton, and then you pay them, no, with your taxes. So, you don't get your money's worth. So it's not good, it's not right, no? But we need to be patient and understanding of people, no? And if we want them to improve, then we suggest na hatag kita yung suhestyon. Imbes nga nangingisog kita, nga naaaringit kita haira. I think they will appreciate it. I hope so. I hope so. Kay may daman, may daman mga tao nga nadiri nga pag sustutot doan hirat karaborohaton. But we have to be open. Again, a virtue of humility, no? Kung hikita may mga suhestyon nga ihahatag haaton, ayaw ta pagmarauta. Instead, pasalamat kita nga karoy nira kita buligan para mas mabuhat tapet at mga buruhaton in a better way, no? Or i-correct niret at mga binuhatan nga diri tama, or they want to help us improve para mas maging more efficient pa kita, mas mabuhat at atong trabaho hin mamaupay. So yun, cultivate the human virtues, no? Not to seek self-perfection. No, we're not after self-perfection. Din na kalibutan, what I perfect. Because we're all made, no, of weak, of the stuff that we are made of. We're made of clay. We're made of clay. We have that fomes peccati, that inclination to sin, no? We all have that. Salit waray perfecto nga tao din kalibutan nga tanang kita magpakasasala. Whether we admit it or not, but we should admit it. Better to admit it para mas ma-improve naton itatong kalugaringon. So what is relational, no? Relational being, relational work. Pag relational, no, where are versus hierarchical, yung may ada mamahataas, masunod nga mamahataas, may mayor. Pero pag relational, itat kinukulawan, aton relasyon nga dahil kada tagsa. For example, hanibaro ko hini nga kind of leadership. Hanbag ako nga huwes, dinhi RTC, Balanghiga, Branch 42 in Balanghiga, Eastern Samar. I would meet my staff, no, labi na kay bag-ula kami nga newly created court kami hadto, and many of them were first-timers ha gobyerno. First time nila magtrabaho ha gobyerno. And then, so I would gather my staff, nagmi-meeting kami. I will discuss with them yung personal philosophies ko, and then share with them, no, nga inita karuyag anhi kita nagsiservisyo itato ni kasitawo upayata, let's be good to them, let's be kind to them, upayata at trabaho kay ini nga mga tawo nga may mga kaso dinhi sa korte, may dira mga problema, whether you are the complainant or the respondent, whether you are the accused or the private party, may problema nga inaatubang salit na sing akan akong staff ayaw ta na dugni tira problema buligit talugod nga mas magaan tira inaabat, and then upayat at trabaho para masulbar, no, ini nga era kaso, ini nga era away, ini nga era misunderstanding. So yun, I share that with them. That's my personal philosophy, and then that's how I look at my work as a judge, no? And then siring ko haera dinita trabaho, although I'm the judge, I'm your boss, no? Pero itak paggulaw, hikita nga tanan, importante itrabaho at kada tagsa. And then I give the example of the utility aid janitor, no? Hiyat pinakahabubo, itranggo, pinakaguti ay itsweldo, no? So, diri kung tayo importante. Pero nasa nang ako, nga tanan kita importante. Itaton utility aid, janitor, importante na may tiya trabaho. Kay kay kung mahugaw itaton courtroom, itaton mga opisina, kung dire tuhay no? It mga records, I mean, it opisina, dire tuhay it mga furniture, you know, dire malinis, it mga kwarto, maalikabok, tapos masamukla, makakapagtrabaho ba kita hintuhay, hitsugarit nga environment, toilet dire nalilinisan, you know. Sorry, very particular pa naman ako. Hinihit toilet that has to be clean. Dire nalilinisan. Makuri magtrabaho hitsugarit nga opisina nga environment, no? Salit, ikaw nga utility aid, janitor, importante im trabaho, and we appreciate your work, no? We appreciate your work. We have to show appreciation for the good things, for the work, for the service, no, that people render, that people give. Yes, so it makes them proud, and that's the nice thing about it. They become proud na, uy, importante nga yung trabaho, uy, na-appreciate nga yung anirat akong trabaho, and then, na-encourage sila to do the job better, So, relational, no? We interact with each other, and then, as I said, we avoid yung hierarchy, ako it boss, ako it masusunod. Now, of course, you're the boss. That's why you are in charge of your office, of your staff. But you have to treat each one, you know, as important, no? Important. Each one is important. Each one is making a big contribution to the work in the office. Kaya teamwork yan eh. Yung mga trabaho natin, teamwork yan. Di man like tuos sa it nagbubuhat, no? Ganyan, maupay it performance. It's not just because of one person, it's because of the work of everybody. Dara itan pagburublighan nga tanan. Salit, ayaw kita kahulog, no? To do a lot of good, to do a lot of, to serve, no? To serve a lot of people, because we will ask others to join us, no? Amoit and usa naman nga tutduha ako na akong sangkay. Ask them, would you like to do something good? Karag ning bumulig, pagbuhatin maupay, pagbulig it ikasitawo, pagserbisyo it aton ikasitawo. And then she told me about the power of the good. Pudiroso good, no? It kaupayan. It attracts when people talk about what is good, of helping others, serving others. Na-attract hira. They like it. Usa ko nga ini-example, and I'm proud of it. Han ang paghimo han library, Urente, han amon town. It's a public library, pero nag-initiate mga private individuals. So, kami, mami, auntie ko, kasangkayan, kaurupdan, nagburublig kami. Pag-put up, hining library, and then, damon mga donations, kaya hinahatag haamon. Also from family, from relatives, from friends. Nahimo ato namon, dara kay nagburublig kami. And then, ako, kay binuligan ko nga tanan, like mommy dreamed of that library, and then my auntie, together with my aunt who was then working in the States, no, nurse siya before she retired. Damon iyan nahipadara, namalitihan mga libro, second hand books sa Amerika, nahipadara niya nga diha amon hanamon library. Sa amot ang siyahan ng mga libro dira namon library. And then what was I going to say? And then sige naman pangaro, ano, hinbulig, whether in kind or in cash, para mapaandar namon ang library, para ma-maintainer namon, yan, mapaupay pa namon. And I saw, no, we need a typewriter. Aba, dayo na padara. Iparalitin typewriter. We need this, we need that. Dayo na padara. And then, hira na naman na volunteer. Weng, di ba may ada ka library? Makarawat kayo mga libro. Damit amon mga libro habalay, mag-upay nga mga libro. Di kaya yung ibang mga school references sa irang mga anak, takay kay nanulig na, college na, mga humana, so dire na nila kinahanglan, they want to share it. They want to share the books with others. So, hira na volunteer. Damo pa nga mga libro dili habalay, di ko pa na iuuli. Yan, kamatuoran among library. Nagkukulang na kami in bookshelves. Nagkukulang na kami in bookshelves. Parahan mga kadamo nga mga libro ay hinahatag haamon. So, that's the power of the good. It's really attractive, no? It's really attractive. So, that's the servant leadership na that we're talking about, versus selfish leadership, ha? So, let's start with ourselves, no? Nabulig kita ato na ikusitawo for the good, for the benefit of all, para kaupayan hikitanan, direct parang aton personal na kaupayan. And then, our best example of servant leadership, para iba, kulit atong Ginoo, salit, subdatahiya. Let's all be servant leaders, no? If you want to serve, if you want to lead, serve. If you want to serve, lead. Ito reversible role, no, of a servant leader. He is both a servant and a leader. So, thank you again for watching our program. Lima ka Gatos, Katuig na Pagtoo. 500 years of faith, the celebration of the 500 years of Christianity, and these 5 years of power. So everyone, it's only servant leaders. Bye.